we're talking about some of the revolvers. I'm going to start with O, and this is a 1917 COLT 45 ACP. It shoots the same ammo as a 45 caliber semi-automatic COLT or that type of brand. This had clips that went in it that held the rounds, and actually there was like speed loaders, because they went in the pack and the guys could pull them out and drop them in for a quick reload. This was type weapon that was used in World War II. I'm sorry, World War I, World War II, and if you get looking in some of your background for Vietnam, you will find this weapon was used with the tunnel rats. They liked this weapon. Officers carried this weapon. Even generals carried it. Even this older weapon. It's very good. They're very accurate to be like this. World War II, World War I, they started making these because they couldn't make the 1911 45 semi-automatic fast enough. This gun, Smith & Wesson made. Smith & Wesson came up with the idea about the star loaders. So this is a nickel-plated 1917.
Okay.
Now for newer, we got long time here. This one you take with you in case you don't want to take a rifle or a pistol. This thing shoots good at 200 yards. It shoots out further than that. These are used for hunting, also backup, especially in bear country, lion company. And this is a 44 Magnum Smith. This has got an 8 3/8 inch barrel on it, which makes it real good for long distance shooting. Adjustable sights. This gun has been out a long time. This is just a new version, and there's most of them are in blue. You can get them in stainless steel, and you can get them in chrome finish. Here's one from the early days of Smith & Wesson. It's also a COLT police target, and it shot 38 shorts. And a lot of police carried this weapon for duty. So they found out down the road that people with certain clothing on, rounds didn't tend to go through it. Especially, I'll give you an example, Carhartts. You got somebody with Carhartts. There was a situation in New York City. 2 police officers fired on the guy with some type of bayonet or whatever he had, and he didn't die, and they had to tackle him because he had Carhartts on, and they were actually stopping the bullets. New York don't really put real good bullets in their guns. Everything's safety. You go from another Ruger. This is 22 conversion. It'll go to a 22 Magnum. These are fun to shoot, and with the price of ammunition today, I think what was paid $17 for a box of 50 yesterday, 22, and I have no idea what the Magnums would cost. This is SIG SAUER, very good gun, 9mm. A lot of police officers overseas, the air marshals, use the SIG SAUER, but they use the 357 SIG. This is a 9mm. This is one of the ones I carried like at our apartments at H&K USP. It's a 40 caliber. It holds 13 rounds, one extra in the chamber. Carried this quite a years. We chose it because we carried 45s for a long time, and these weapons were capable of hammer down, and we carried it with the safety up, and it's called lock, cock, and lock. And that way, the weapon would not shoot, and when you drew it, you was able to take it off and shoot it if you had to. So then some genius decided to go back to 9mm Glocks. This is still a good gun. I own several of them. This is another Colt. It's a Diamondback 38 Special. Very smooth action. Colt had some of the best off the line. Smith & Wesson and Colt used to have Craftsman. Now we call it part replacers. So this weapon is so smooth that even a female with arthritis or a male with weak hands, this is a total perfect gun for home defense, for somebody that wants a good gun. It shoots 38s, not 357s. This is another good little gun that, this is the brother. It's a 380, semi-automatic. Very good gun. They're kind of pricey now. So all the guns are pricey at this time. Ammo is pricey. But this is a good one. This is the top, it's open. Why makes it lighter, basically. It has no effect on the barrel the way it's designed. This is one of my second favorite little gun. This is a Colt 9mm. It's a Series 70. It's a government model. That's basically what they usually call the weapons, the government models. And this is a fine shooting little gun, very little recoil. I've had this for like 20 years. It's also I think I was telling you earlier, between the Series 70 and the 80 models, it's the 80s have an extra safety in it. The 70s don't. 70s are a lot easier to completely tear down. So it doesn't have any real effect on the handling of the shooting of the weapon. This here is the Smith & Wesson Highway Patrolman. We used this type weapon at the Mississippi Highway Patrol when I was there, and it's 357, and it's on what they call an end frame. It's on a 44 Magnum to handle load. They were heavy. In other words, they on the same type frame of this 44 Magnum. These were the Model 28s. I was trying to say 27, but the Model 28. These 44 Magnums Model 29. This is Gold Cup that I carried with the Sheriff's Department in DeKalb, Georgia. We had a choice of issued 357 or buying your own 45 that met the requirements of the department. And this is the one I got. It's a Series 80 Colt 45. It's the elite model. That's it came with open up area. It came with a wider area here, and it's no better than some of the other guns because I did a lot of the work on it. And actually, I'm going to have to rework the trigger because if you're outside and a fly sneezes, it's going to shoot. But this is one that was used at the OK Pizza Hut shootout, so it worked quite well there. This is another Series 70, and this is 45. This is a gold cup. This is basically where they got the names from, was the guns that was used for the shooting the gold cup. The military is involved in, and civilians that shoot all kind of different standing, sitting, and all that stuff. And this is one of the ones. Very good trigger action. It's very good. At the time, you pay more for this than you just because it had or little saying on there. This is the KIMBER. It's a 45, 1911. I was given this upon my retirement from the Sheriff's Department. And if you look on it, my nickname in the range was Slick 50. And on this side, they had Rangemaster Mike Bryant, which I was surprised because most people don't really get anything but some punch and a cape when they leave there. But a good friend, SWAT Commander David Idaho, was just retired, and between my 50 years, he's got 40, and he's a very good SWAT guy. He's taught no telling how many hundreds over the years. My daddy's boot gun, 38 Derringer. He carried that forever. This is one I picked up, and it's a little 25 Beretta. It's a flip top for loading one round in and closing it, plus it had a mag. So you can load the mag, and without having to pull it back to charge it, you just put one round in here and close it. Once you shot it, then it went on automatic. This was my daddy's from the 70s, that a guy was getting a divorce and needed money, and he gave Daddy gave him $75 for this, which was a lot of money back in that day. It's a 30-30, and it's the Winchester model 94. I've shot this, probably maybe 4 times. Is about all I shot it. I have this is one that's called Miss Ann. My wife got this. There was a special for wounded police officers, and we got this several years back. And anyway, I got some fun stuff on here now, and this thing is dead on 200 yards, no problem. And this is Smith & Wesson.